and welcome to the Monday Morning Wrap here on Sports Tree Ltd. Folks, as always, I'm your man Connor Roundtree, and we're going to jump right into this episode with our weekend wrap-up, and we're going to start it with some automotive racing. Starting out with Formula One, Red Bull's Max Verstappen set the pace on the final day of preseason testing in Bahrain. For the NASCAR circuit, Martin Truex Jr. powered past Joey Logano to win the Instacart 500 and his first race of 2021. For the PGA Players Championship, Justin Thomas put on a clinic on Sunday at the Stadium course to win the 2021 Players Championship. Selection Sunday took place for the NCAA March Madness. The brackets are now all set on Sports Tree. Just log in and fill it out today. And for the first time since 1976, Duke and Kentucky will miss the NCAA tournament. UFC Vegas 21 was underwhelming to say the least. A couple of illegal shots, quick KOs all accumulated in the main event that was finished via eye poke and a no contest. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua have signed a multi-fight contract to unify the heavyweight division. Both fights should take place in 2021. And folks, that brings us to our bump and stump of the week. Our bump of the week has to go to Drew Brees. Drew Brees over the weekend announced his retirement. One of my favorite players and one of my favorite leaders in all of sports. Take a look at some of these Drew Brees moments.
Hey, listen to me now. There's three stages to this game. You play, you compete, and lethal. When you're a kid, you play. You play because you love this game. You love the game of football. Then you start learning fundamentals. You start learning technique. You start learning how to compete and how to win. Now the third stage, not everybody gets to the third stage. Not everybody gets to be lethal. But when you get a group of guys, a team like this, they love one another, they play for one another, that's lethal. Yeah. When you go in every game and know that you got a chance to win, no matter what the circumstances, you will find a way to win. Yeah. That's lethal. Yeah. So all season long we played, we competed, and tonight we are lethal. Yeah. We don't think 1, 2, 3.
After 15 years in the Saints and 20 years in the NFL, our dad is finally going to retire. So we can spend more time with us. Yay!
Brees is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time, one of the best quarterbacks to ever do it. His mini helmet is signed and in the Sports Tree studio right over my left shoulder. Drew, you get our bump of the week. Congratulations on an insanely good career. Our stump of the week has to go to Lee Westwood. The man is all Swedish and no Finnish. Well, actually, he's English, but he's still got 0% of Finnish in him. Lee Westwood is known for choking on Sundays like kids choke on Lego, but that's not the point. The point is he choked back-to-back weeks, screwing himself out of a couple $1 million. Lee Westwood, unfortunately, you're a great guy, but you get our stump of the week. For our appetizer on this week's edition of the Monday Morning Wrap, we have to serve up some UEFA Champions League. It's the second leg of the round of 16, and the final 4 matches go on Tuesday and Wednesday. And first up, it's Real Madrid versus Atlanta. Real Madrid leads that one 1-0 in aggregate. At the same time, Man City will take the pitch and they lead 2-0 in aggregate. On Wednesday, Bayern Munich takes on Lazio. They're up 4-1 in aggregate, and the last match is Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid. Chelsea leads that 1-0 in aggregate. For all the match previews and details, make sure you check out our sports blog, and Aaron Canton, our soccer guy, he's all over that and gives you the preview for those 4 matchups. And folks, after all the action on Tuesday and Wednesday, make sure you sign in or sign up to Sports Tree and check in on all the bracket challenge action for the UEFA Champions League presented by Eagles Tracker. Our entree of the week has to be the NCAA basketball tournament. That's right, folks. March Madness tips off on Thursday with the first 4 and more action heading into the weekend. I like Gonzaga as my favorite top seed pick, and then my sleeper pick is Winthrop. They have a tough first round matchup against Villanova, but they've lost one game, just one game all year. Make sure you sign up or sign in today. Head into the bracket challenge and fill out your bracket for March Madness. Remember, an upgrade in your subscription is an upgrade in your chance to win. You can fill out up to 5 brackets for this year's tournament to win $500. For our sporting dessert of the week, with a combined 16 games on tap tonight and tomorrow, and at least 5 games a night throughout the week, the NHL has a plethora of action for you to enjoy. With a little under 2 months left in the regular season, teams are starting to make their playoff pushes. A couple big games to watch in the North Division tonight. Montreal visits Winnipeg and Edmonton visits Calgary. All 4 teams are separated by just 7 points and are playing gritty hockey. South of the border, Boston hosts Pittsburgh tonight and tomorrow. Pittsburgh's won 5 in a row, but if Boston can pull off a couple wins on home ice, they'll skip over the Pens in the Eastern standings. And that leads us into our MKF play of the day. For our MKF play of the day, we have to take over on Hellebuck's save line. Hellebuck has made at least 30 saves in 3 out of his last 4 starts, and Winnipeg is averaging over 31 shots against per game. As for Thatcher Demko, we have to take more on him as well. He's made 34 or more saves in 3 out of his last 4 games, and Ottawa averages the 6th most shots per game in the NHL. Keeping things on the ice now, we're going to cross over to our fantasy up and down in the NHL. The first guy that you have to put up and into your lineup is Brock Nelson. Brock Nelson has 6 goals in his last 6 games, and the New York Islanders have won all 6 of those games. Must be something in the water. Make sure you put Brendan Gallagher down on the trade block. He's on a 4-game pointless streak with just 2 hits in those 4 games. Don't drop him, but see if you can sucker in a Habs fan for a fleecing of a trade. On the hardwood, make sure you add Jaden Noel. The Minnesota guard has 59 points, 14 blocks, 9 assists in his past 3 games, and provides plenty of backcourt depth. And make sure you put Kevin Durant's name down on your trade block. Realistically, it seems KD will only play in the postseason. While he is averaging 29 points, he's played in just 19 games this season, so see what trade value he presents. We talked a whole lot of NHL to wrap up this show, and seeing how the Monday morning wrap does present you with the chance to win NHL tickets via our trivia raffle, we're going to keep the trivia question in the NHL. And in a goal crease, which goaltender has recorded the most wins in NHL history? And if you can name the number of wins, you'll get a bonus entry into the Monday morning wrap trivia raffle. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree. Thank you so much for joining us on the Monday Morning Wrap. The bracket challenges are live. Make sure you subscribe, sign up today, and remember, upgrading your subscription is an upgrade in your chance to win. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of the Monday Morning Wrap. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and that's a wrap.